served as a sports anchor at WVUE, Channel 8, of course, Fox 8, and is currently a sideline reporter for NFL games on Fox Sports, as well as serving as the sideline reporter for New Orleans Pelicans telecasts on Fox Sports New Orleans. She's won multiple Edward R. Murrow Awards, along with Emmys and Associated Press Awards. She's a graduate of LSU and Northwestern University, and resides, as I mentioned, here in New Orleans. It's great to have her with us today. Please give a warm Greater New Orleans Sports Foundation Quarterback Club welcome to Jen Hale. Jen?
Well, thanks y'all so much for having me. Little known fact, in fact, I might be the only one who knows it, even though I've been trying to convince other people of it for years. I actually am responsible for Leonard Fournette and Odell Beckham Jr. going to LSU. I recruited both of them for you. It's been so much fun to watch him, by the way. Wow, that game, it just keeps getting better and better with that young man, doesn't it? Now I have the pleasure, I did used to work for Fox 8 with Mr. Amos Landry over there. Amos. And now, as Kenny mentioned, I'm with Chris Myers and Rondé Barber for my 5th season on the NFL on Fox, which is fantastic. And we cover different teams. A lot of times I get questions, folks think we're with the Saints all the time. We've had them for 2 games this season. We kind of did our NFC South tour the first 5 weeks, and now for the next couple weeks we're headed up north, Detroit, Chicago, Vikings. And then we will get our schedule in about 2 or 3 week increments after that. It gets interesting with flex scheduling and with the way the NFL has expanded how many nights a week you can catch an NFL game. Thursday night is certainly changing the equation for us at Fox on Sunday mornings and early afternoons, that's for sure. And then, as Kenny mentioned, hop on over to Pelicans when that gets going. And boy, I hope y'all are as excited as I am, because this is a fantastic young squad. They are fired up. Everyone is buying in a way I've never seen before. You talk about players engaged. Pretty much everybody except AD has lost 10 to 15 pounds, getting ready to play in Alvin Gentry's offense. They want to make sure they're there and a part of that. AD has put on some muscle. We'll see how much he can sustain once you get into the grind of the season, which I'll say is a lot more than I gave it credit for before I did this. It is an exhausting season, but they're off to a great start, 2-1 in the preseason. You're going to see a lot more 3-pointers from Anthony Davis. He's going to be lighting it up from beyond the arc, and I think you're going to see a really interesting and fun brand of basketball out there on the court. One of the other things I do, the New Orleans Saints, I do a couple of web shows for them, and that's where I'm coming from. So kind of a tough day over in Saints land right now. They're preparing for that primetime matchup against the Atlanta Falcons. Hopefully the magic of primetime will return to them. I think this is somewhat of a statement game for Rob Ryan. I think a lot rides on this for him. We will be watching closely to see how that goes. You got a lot of young kids, a lot of new faces, 25 new players, as a matter of fact. So in some ways, it's not surprising. It's taking some time to gel. On the other hand, Drew Brees does have a window, and you want to make sure those two align, those two mesh and meet in the middle. So we'll see. For folks who say, give me some optimism in this 1-4 season so far, is that you do have a lot of promising young talent. You've got a Willie Snead and a Brandon Cooks and a lot of players that I think are going to develop and get better and better as we go. Just to me, the question mark is, can they do it in Drew Brees' window? So thank y'all so much for having me. Are there any questions I can answer?
Raise your hand over here. Get the microphone, Jim.
I know it was said in jest, but did you realize that you just put LSU on probation with the NCAA?
It wasn't jest, I promise. I used to anchor the morning show at Fox 8, and Odell Beckham came over and announced his commitment to LSU on the show. So that was my role. As I said, I'm the only one that really knows that fact. Anybody else? Easy crowd today. Thanks so much for having us.